Caesar, what happened? Open your eyes.
A German and a Dutch soldier respond to a fictitious injury. They must provide first aid, apply a tourniquet to the model. The first 10 minutes of medical treatment are crucial. These men must act as effectively as possible.
Everything will be all right.
You have to be very agile, very flexible and very proactive, reacting on a certain threat scenario. You have to understand each other automatically, and sometimes we simply realize that language and understanding is a barrier that is sometimes hard to overcome.
To improve cooperation between nations, NATO has given Hungary support for the opening of a Centre of Excellence for Military Medicine. The aim is to improve national skills in this very fundamental sector of medicine.
Basically, all of the nations, of course, they have their training installations, they have trainings, they have their lessons learned or lessons identified, of course. But our role is to organize those trainings at the NATO level. So for those troops who will be deployed together to the mission area, in order to, since the very beginning of the mission, they speak a common language. I mean, they use the common procedures.
In this way, the Centre helps nations to work together by, for example, developing NATO standards. It also organises medical assessment training, the latest, pre-deployment training in Hungary. 10 nations, NATO members and operational partners took part in the exercise. Lou comes from Singapore and Peter from Hungary. Both doctors, they are part of the same medical unit and could be deployed together in the theatre of operations. Today they are being assessed on how they cooperate and are testing the equipment installed. Bernd is German, he is one of the instructors for this exercise.
If you see, for example, these boxes and you have an international environment, it's only written everything in a national language. So if you have now a nurse from another country only speaking English, he doesn't know which box to open to supply the theater.
I suggest to go through the questions.
Sure.
Because this is what we have to fill in at the end. I think it's a very useful thing, very useful tool, and it's very useful for the future improvements of such medical assets.
Nincsen vizsgája meg semmi.
Németből van középvizsgája.
Okay. She has got, because she is Dr. Mati, she has got a certification, a language certification in German language.
Even within a team, we see with 7 members in the team. Some teams have members of 7 different nations. Even they understand the answers differently, so they explain also differently what they think they heard.
So these exercises allow for training and testing communication, but also develop the operational effectiveness of the alliance.
In fact, currently, none of the medical treatment facilities in the NATO operations are provided by a single nation. All our medical treatment facilities are multinational.
Cooperation makes it possible to share operational capabilities. When evacuating a casualty, the helicopter crew might be Hungarian and Czech, the surgical unit French, the response team German and Dutch. With training, they have the best chance of achieving their mission, saving lives. This is a NATO Channel report.